I think I finished filming my PR unboxing of the bag and the box, which went up yesterday, by the way. But I think I finished that about 3 hours ago, and I'm sitting here like editing my video, you know, and then I don't know where I hear a ding dong and then a ding dong. So I went to check out who the ding dong was, and the ding dong was the mailman with my Ipsy box. I hope nothing is broken because it has no padding on top, which is odd. I'm actually really stoked and I'm ready to dive on in because I already told you guys that I feel like I'm looking forward to this box way more than the PR one. The variations were nice. You should totally go check them out. I will link the video below, but if you click these 3 little dots here, you'll also see the video there, and then you'll be able to just click and watch that afterward. The variations for PR were nice, but the fact that I was able to customize this box based on what I wanted makes me really happy. And if you're interested on the eyeballs, listen, I butchered it with one of the items from the PR box earlier, so I needed to fix it. But the eye look is Rhonda Hot Mess Mama's new collab with Ofra. This is a blush palette. Yes, it's a blush palette. I know this is their standard like eyeshadow palette, but she wanted something that would be versatile, but also travel friendly. We're always packing and we're always on the go. So it's nice to have options when it comes to blush. And when she told me it's a blush palette, I was so excited. And she's got colors that I totally go for. Anyway, with her new collab, you're also getting a brand new lippy in the shade Gemini, as well as a backup of the Butterfly Kisses. Those shades are so stunning. The whole bundle is amazing. I'm so happy for her. She really deserves this collab. So I am going to leave my link as well as my promo code in the description box in case you want to place an order at Ofra. Make sure you snack Rhonda's collab and get a discount. I love Ofra because even the new launches, you're able to get a promo code on, but I always get questions on my eyeballs. So I figured let me share that with you. So I'm gonna set to the side the product that I actually paid for because I wanna show you guys my selected items to start with. Now, here's the thing. I thought this was Dr. Dennis Gross or something like that. I don't know why I read it wrong, or no, I read it right because I know I read it right, but my brain processed it differently because Dr. B Lab, I've seen this before. I've tried the brand before, but for some reason my brain processed Dr. Dennis Gross. I don't know why. So this is what she's gonna look like. And now thinking of this and looking at the packaging, I feel like I did get a travel of this in a bag months ago. It looks very, very familiar to me. This is the Hydrating Serum 2 Highlighter. It contains ashwagandha extract, camellia seed extract, and it smells familiar for sure. I blended this out. It's a serum with a lot of hydration and glow. Here is your difference. I'm actually not mad at it. So say that you wanted to try a booster, but you're not sure if your skin is going to agree with it or you're gonna like it. You can always use something like this, that's skincare along with radiance, and then go on in with your foundation. And in a recent video, I showed you guys how to get easy, glowy, beautiful like skin. I'll link that video here as well. This is one of those products that you're able to mix along with a matte foundation and create your very own skin booster or tinted moisturizer. This looks really pretty. Then we got I'm not gonna lie to you, I was so excited for my add-ons that I completely forgot what I selected. Then I got this by Cinta London. It says CL Cheeky Flitch. Not flitch, but flush. In the shade, I believe the shade is Oh My. So this is the blush, but like, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up. Either it's not properly pressed or it was unevenly pressed or something, but it looks almost like when people go like this and do a full swatch. I'm hoping the camera is kind of picking it up. Isn't that odd? Like, do you see on the center, like the edges are crisp and clean, and then on the center, it kind of looks like someone mildly swatched it. I feel about that. Maybe it's just the formula. Maybe it's Maybelline Girl. I don't know. The shade is pretty. I think it's a formula. So I'm noticing it has radiance, number one, but I'm noticing it almost feels like a cream or a balm and a powder all in one. It's weird. Like a really thick cream. Okay, so no, it's the formula for sure. That looks really, girl, look how, that would look amazing on the eye. Now that I swatched it, I want you guys to see what I mean about the formula. You see those little crumbly parts? It kind of looks like, yeah, like it's a powder, but it's not. I can blow, nothing's happening. Because in reality, it's a cream. Isn't that cream? It's like a cream, powder, balm, almost like clay. It definitely melts into the skin unlike any other formula I've tried before. And the radiance in it is subtle, but very pretty. It takes a lot for me to be impressed. And I was shocked. At first, I thought it was a finger swatch. I was like, ew. Okay, that's pretty cool. Then they sent over the Wake Up Call Overnight Solution by Golden Fatten MD. I've definitely tried this. Now that I have it here, I want to smell her anyway. Yes, I've had this cream before. Absolutely. Okay, I'm actually pretty excited. Overnight regenerative facial treatment. So this is one of those things you only apply a little bit. You don't need to apply a lot because it's so emollient and hydrating. So you do your skincare, all the you can go ahead and exfoliate and then apply this baby a nice thin layer all over the skin. Pull your hair back because your hair is gonna stick to it, mija, and then just leave it alone, okay? And then in the morning, you just like really wash your face, maybe a little toner, maybe a little bit of oil, whatever it is that your skincare routine is, and your skin is supposed to look amazing. We're getting closer and closer to my add-ons. Oh my God, okay. But I really wanted to quickly remind you that if you're not interacting with the video, please make sure that you do give me your feedback on the product that I'm showing you today in terms of what I got for my paid box. Interacting, meaning make sure that you hit the like button, make sure you're commenting as you go. And if you're new here and you want to subscribe me, I'm more than happy to invite you and welcome you here onto our family here on the YouTube. But it's extremely important that you do interact because based on your interaction, YouTube sees what you like and what you don't like, and they'll customize your feed and your recommended videos based on those interactions. And of course, it does help me out because it tells YouTube you're enjoying the content, which means that they'll show you more of my content in your feed. Plus, they'll go ahead and recommend my content to other viewers who have same interests as you. And I know sometimes we don't even know what to comment. And if that's the case with you, just type algorithm. That seems to work. A comment is a comment, but typing an algorithm almost calls the algorithm our way. Next, we have the JX, I think it's a JX bronzer. It's actual real basic. This reminded me of a palette. Girl. So I had a palette by Kevin Aquan and it was very similar to this. And if I find it, I'm gonna try to Google the palette and put it up here so that you can see what I'm talking about. But based on the Kevin Aquan one, it was bigger. It was like yay much bigger. So like wider and bigger. But it was a bronzer palette and it had a really nice gradients from deep to light. And it was a deep to light that you could really see. On Ipsy, it looked a lot bigger. Which, number one, I mean, I get it. I guess it's all assumption because at the end of the day, it was a flat white background, but it also seemed to have deeper gradients, if you will. So here it definitely shows that it's slightly deeper here, but not that much. On the picture over at Ipsy Shops, and I'm sure that's like a stock picture for the brand itself, it was a lot deeper. And then it was like deeper to a more gradient, lighter shade. This almost, I mean, you really have to stare at it to see the gradients because it's not that noticeable. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm just pointing out what I'm noticing. That's part of reviewing. That's part of the job. This shade is nice. I wouldn't just stick to one side. I think I would just go in with a brush, but I'm curious to see what this would look like on my skin. It is cool tone, so it's not that red, but it also has golden hue to it. So it has a nice balance. I'm very curious. I'm gonna give that a try. And the thing is, I selected this baby, so it kind of is what it is. Now, one of the items I was extremely excited for is the Danessa Myricks powder. A lot of people got it as an option or got it as a power pick, whereas other people didn't even get it as a selection or a choice item, which is crazy. You could have gotten it over at the shops, but it's kind of like I'm already paying for the box. Sometimes we just budget specifically for our box and not for the extras. And so it kind of sucks. I think, and this is just me assuming, I think it's kind of common sense at this point what brands most people want to see. So maybe, just maybe, they should like sprinkle this brand, which I know most people want to try, across everyone's choices, and give people more of an opportunity to try bougie brands like this one. Because I know this is a little on the pricey side for a powder at least. So they had 3 different shades. They had the fair, they had the yellow, and they had, it was a pink. The packaging is standard, you know, for Danessa Myricks. They chose the yellow for me. I'm always open for anything Danessa Myricks and Pat McGrath, obviously. So when you remove the little sticker seal, it's exposing the center, and this usually, let me see. Yeah, it usually has like a little fabric sifter. I am gonna go in with my powder. Although my face is on, I do not mind trying a new powder to brighten Oh God. And I keep doing this. You see that, right? And I have a towel on my lap. Do you smell like anything? No. I don't smell anything. Okay, I'm gonna do this. This is the under eye with just a small amount of the Danessa Myricks powder, just like pat it on top and blend it in. It definitely adds this highlighted effect and brightens more than the other powder that I had on. Then again, you know, I didn't pack the other powder. So now we're building powder, but this yellow shade looks really good under my eye. Okay, now I'm really excited to try this powder on its own because it is extremely brightening. So I want to see how my under eyes look at the end. The powder that I was using is the one size and it is beautiful. It blurs out the under eye, makes it look absolutely stunning. So it's unfair to say this powder did it all because I already had an amazing powder under the eye. I definitely want to try this powder on its own and see what it's going to do for me. But girl, we are bright. I feel like paying for my box made it totally worth it just for the Danessa Myricks powder and my exposure to this, which was a weird formula, but I kind of am digging it right now and I haven't even popped it on the face. I'm gonna move forward to showing you my add-ons, which I know you guys are super excited for a few of them. But before I do, I wanna quickly say hello and thank you to our channel members, the G Squad. This amazing group of people have joined channel memberships and are supporting the channel at a higher level, unlocking exclusive perks. I'm really grateful to you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. And if you're ever interested in joining channel memberships, all you have to do is hit the join button below and you are good to go. Now, when it comes to my add-ons, these are items that I've had my eye on and I was curious about, and I love a good deal. Ipsy had the best deal I've seen so far, so I had to snag them. Now, the Fake Awake by Tarte, I unboxed this over in yesterday's video. I was not expecting to receive this in a PR box, so I ended up buying it. This one was like $3.50, and it's going to look like so. I am going to close her. I'm not gonna swatch it. I swatched the other one. It looks like a nice shade, but I don't know if it's gonna be the perfect shade for my waterline. So I decided to pay for her, give her a try, not knowing that I was gonna get another one. So I hope it works for me. That way I'll have two. Then I ended up snagging the Danessa Myricks Color Fix. It's one of their mattes, and it is one of those shades that you can use on the lips, on the cheeks, and on the eyes. It is in the shade Latte, and it's one of those liquid products that are gonna set, and then you don't have to worry about, and they're not supposed to crease or fade quickly. This is such a pretty shade. Here is the shade Latte. Based on my recollection, I feel like they had two different shades over on the shops. This is what it's gonna look like when it's blended out, and I feel like I paid like 12 bucks, if I could recall, 12 bucks for this baby. Really nice shade. Then I have the Kosas Cloud Set Baked Setting and Smoothing Powder. So it's not a foundation, but you are able to use this to set the under eye and or the skin as a whole. But it's supposed to give your skin that effect, almost like fully airbrushed, like it's satin or something. Like it's supposed to look absolutely stunning. Now, I don't have powder. Oh, I have a ton of new product all over the skin, but I don't have any powder on. So I figured let's try her. I think I paid $12 or $16, $18, something like that. I am digging the packaging. This one is in the shade Pillowy, and that is what it's gonna look like. This was the second to darkest that they had available, so I figured this might work for me, but then again, you just never know. So I'm grabbing a fluffy brush and I will tap the powder onto the skin. I was very curious about this because what I'm getting from the description is it's supposed to set your makeup, help it look flawless, but it's not supposed to change the tone or the color of whatever it is it's going on top of. I'm applying it here and it's really not changing anything. Oftentimes I just want to apply a primer or like one of these skin boosters, but I don't want the radiance everywhere. So I want a powder that'll set everything in place, make it look smooth, tone down the radiance in certain areas. Like, I mean, this area where I have the enlarged pores and I don't want that to like show. And honestly, like that looks really good. It hasn't changed the color and it didn't make it any lighter. It doesn't look dry. It looks like second skin. So I'm curious about this. We're gonna go ahead and try this also in an upcoming video. I'm so excited. And then last but not least, we have another wet balm by Danessa Myricks. My obsession with rose water has been like no other, and I showed you guys how I use it, how it works. They actually had both, but I already have this, so I didn't have to get rose water. So I'll compare the two shades. So, oh God. So you'll see. Rose water, of course, is a rosy shade. And then hot water has like a bronzy gold hue. And I was really excited because the reality is that rose water looks amazing on my complexion. Like it really, really does. So I figured I'm olive, golden undertones, cool neutral. So this has to look fantastic. So we're gonna go ahead and try her. And if you're wondering what brush this is a BK Beauty 109. It is very similar to the full size. Their full size is the 101. I use this for foundation. I love it. They also have a travel friendly set that's amazing. This one is similar to that. This is a 109 and I love it for like my cream product because it allows me to see, oh, that looks so pretty. It allows me to see where I'm applying it. And this is super forgiving. You can apply it with makeup, without makeup, on its own. This would look amazing on the eye too. If you're looking for that wet, greasy look, if I'm going for that J.Lo Summer Radiant and Bronzed effect, oh, this is it. And I'm actually placing this on top of a pink blush and it still looks so pretty. All right, you guys, I'm so happy I ended up snagging it. Look at those cheekbones. They're just glowing. Oh my God, they look so healthy. I'm really happy. I don't know how many other shades they have, but I'm gonna be on the lookout over at Ipsy because they're hooking me up with like great price points. I hope you've been leaving comments as we went along with your feedback, your thoughts, and all of that. Let me know if you got your boxes yet. Let me know what you're looking forward to the most. Did you snag one of these wet balms? Because these things are absolutely amazing. Now, YouTube is gonna recommend your next video here based on your watch history and your preferences. I'll recommend additional beauty content over on this side. I'm thinking you're gonna enjoy, so I hope you consider checking it out. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.